What's up, YouTube? I'm Robert, and this is the Biker Channel, B1, and today we're gonna have a little bit of a bike shootout. The Bronson's in the shop, so I had to rent a bike to go get some good trail riding in, and I figured this was a good opportunity. So me and Moonlight Leatherfoot headed down to Tamarancho and Marin, and we picked up the 2017 Tallboy, Santa Cruz Tallboy, and the 2016 version 2 Santa Cruz 5010. The Tallboy is a 27.5 plus, and the 5010 is a 27.5. The Tallboy has about 130 millimeters of travel on the fork and 110 in the suspension, and also has a 68-degree head tube angle. So it's pretty slack, and the 5010 is 67-degree head tube angle, and then also has 130 millimeters of travel as well. So I think that was in the fork and in the shock on that one. Either way, similar bikes in some terms. A few times through the video, I mentioned 29er as what I'm riding on the Tallboy. That's because the outside perimeter of a 27.5 plus is really close to a 29er. So I was kind of comparing it that way in my head. One thing I do need to say before you guys get to any of the video is I apologize for the sound and the video quality. The gimbal literally broke as I was getting ready to ride out of the parking lot. So I kept the clips as short as I could and picked the stable ones, but at the end of the day, we're just here to talk about bikes, so hopefully video quality doesn't make you unsubscribe, right? All right, so let's check it out.
If you watch the What's in My Bag video, one of the items is zip ties, and today I had to use one because I forgot the mount for my Garmin. So zip tied that bad boy right on there. First little climb, heading up here. This thing's pretty stable. It's definitely solid in its pedaling platform. Really surprising. If this is your normal stomping grounds, you probably know that there is an ass ton of poison oak out here. Shifts quick, apparently. I haven't taken this thing through anything chunky yet, but I will say that my problem with 29ers in the past was I always felt like they chose the line. And this thing so far, I mean, just climbing it, it's not feeling very tankish. So far, I have to say I'm pretty impressed. Beautiful walls of poison oak. Little trail forks action. Trying to figure out where we're at. Downloading with 1 bar. Wide bars. Just beautiful. Right now, this time of year, it's so tacky. The only downside is, holy shit, poison oak everywhere. I will be surprised if I make it out alive. Woo. Man, these wheels are just like, they just do whatever they want. They just kind of roll over stuff, grab the side of it. Holy cow. It's just really kind of shocking, some of the stuff. The way that these wheels grab it. It's definitely impressive. I can also say this is the first 29er I've ridden. Well, I guess this is 27.5 plus, but the wheel size is close to 29. It is like nimble, very, just feels good. Happy, I'm super happy with it. The stability on this thing, amazing. That's whenever I rode the Bronson, small bump compliance was my thing that shocked me. This thing is just like stable, but doesn't feel like a tank. I like all these little bridges. So even though we're doing the Tamarancho Loop backwards, my popular decision is the French dude gave us the wrong directions. But even though it's the least popular route, it is still fun. There is a surefire reason that Santa Cruz is using these reverbs as their dropper of choice, because so those wheels being 2.8, just like, it is like unbelievable how stable it is. Like through all that chunk,
Yeah.
it was like, whatever.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. I didn't even feel like I had to pick a line.
Oh, no.
Yeah. It was just like, go straight.
Imagine going through the rock garden with that.
Yeah. You know, there's two ends of that, though. You know, it makes it a lot easier, but we kind of mountain bike because it's hard. You know? But it's definitely like a little ego booster to be like, let's climb right through that. Whew. That's one way to take a break. You all right?
Yeah.
Ready?
Oh, dude.
Almost went with you. The joys of going backwards. Hike a bike. I can definitely feel the difference in the climbing, and it's definitely way more nimble, and I feel better about walking up all the hills I did earlier, because on this thing I'm not feeling that way. So definitely that plus tire eats up the lungs on the climbing. As far as Tamarancho goes, I can totally understand why most people go the other way. This 5010 has pep. Wow, definitely some bounce in her. Reminds me more of my old Prophet, because it just kind of gets up and goes over stuff, but doesn't have that like tank feeling. Whew. Oh, that thing's gonna eat this up. Anything with rocks on it, I am wishing I was on the other bike just so I could see how easy it rolls over it. But those tight single track or switchbacks, this thing's definitely got the upper hand. Wow, so pretty out here. You wonder why those guys started mountain biking in these areas, right? Man, these wide bars are something else. This trail, there's a lot of tight trees. Those of you that hate the I-9 hub, probably loving this ride. Ah! Nice. Woo! You got it. Boom! Yeah. All right, back on the tall boy. Man, this thing is stable. It definitely feels more tanky now that I got on the 5010, but still very nimble for what it is. If this was my only bike, I don't think I would be complaining. I mean, other than the climbing, which I suck at anyway. Finishing touches on these two bikes. Definitely tall boy, stable as a tank. Just really maneuverable for how big the tires are. A little sluggy on the climbs, you definitely feel it. When I switched over to the 5010, whole different experience on climbing. Guess we're on the fast way down.
All right, so that was the ride, and it was definitely a grueler in some terms, because I will say that was my first time at Tamarancho, and you earn every inch of elevation gain and loss that you get there. But either way, we had a good time, got a little lost. Frenchie gave us the wrong directions, told us to go the wrong way, and other than that though, bike-wise, I said it a bunch of times while I was riding. The tall boy was super stable, and I was really impressed with how those tires grabbed things. It was very nimble for a bike that I was expecting to be a little bit more of a train. And the 5010, on the other hand, was just a peppy, solid performer. Really light and springy. You could definitely climb with it well. It did not feel sluggish at all. When I first was climbing the tall boy, I thought, hey, this is climbing great, everything's awesome. But once I got on the 5010, I really had some perspective and realized, yeah, it was a little bit sluggish. You definitely did feel it in the climb. And I would say if I had either one of those bikes, and I hate to say this, the only thing that I would probably change is put that freaking Eagle on there, because having the Eagle on the Bronson definitely has made my legs lazy. So either way, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys around. Remember, it only takes a bike to be a biker. Even if you don't have one, you can rent one, so get out and be one.